Welcome, weary traveler, to a tranquil exploration of the life and times of Leonardo da Vinci. Let's embark on a soothing journey through his fascinating world, perfect for a peaceful night's rest. Imagine yourself drifting along the Arno River in Florence, the gentle lapping of water against the stone banks, a comforting rhythm. The sun dips low, casting long shadows, much like the long shadow Leonardo cast upon the Renaissance. He was born in Vinci, a small town nestled in the Tuscan hills, in the year 1452. Picture a young Leonardo, curious eyes taking in the beauty of the rolling countryside, the delicate play of light on the leaves, the intricate patterns of a spider's web. He was a child of the Italian countryside, raised amidst the vibrant colors of nature, a world that would profoundly influence his art and his inventions. He wasn't just a painter, you see, though we often remember him for his breathtaking masterpieces, like the Mona Lisa, with her enigmatic smile that seems to change with every glance. His insatiable curiosity led him to explore a vast range of subjects. He sketched birds in flight, their wings capturing the very essence of movement. He dissected human bodies, striving to understand the intricate workings of the human form, a practice that helped him render his figures with unparalleled realism. He wasn't afraid to get his hands dirty, meticulously recording his observations in notebooks filled with sketches, diagrams, and notes, a jumble of brilliant ideas that spanned the realms of art, science, and engineering. Think of him meticulously studying the flight of birds, envisioning machines that could one day allow humans to soar through the air. Imagine him dissecting a heart, tracing the pathways of blood, understanding the miracle of life itself. His mind was a whirlwind of creation, always pushing boundaries, always seeking new knowledge. He was a master of many trades, a painter, a sculptor, an architect, a musician, a scientist, an inventor, an engineer, and so much more. His mind wandered from the delicate beauty of a flower to the powerful force of a cannon, from the subtle nuances of human emotion to the precise workings of a mechanical clock. As you drift off to sleep, let the image of Leonardo's quiet contemplation settle upon you. Picture him leaning over his canvas, brush in hand, lost in the meticulous rendering of a landscape, or perhaps hunched over his notebooks, filling page after page with sketches and ideas that would shape the course of history. His restless spirit, his constant striving for knowledge, all played out against the backdrop of a Renaissance Italy brimming with innovation and beauty. Let the peace of the Tuscan countryside wash over you, carrying you gently towards a restful night. And as you dream, perhaps you'll find yourself exploring the boundless world of Leonardo's imagination, a world as vibrant and intricate as the masterpieces he left behind. Imagine the Tuscan sun, a gentle warmth on your skin. The air, thick with the scent of cypress and wildflowers, carries the distant murmur of a stream. This is Vinci, a small town nestled amongst rolling hills, and it's here, in the 1452 spring, that young Leonardo da Vinci first opened his eyes. He was a small child, a bundle of curiosity wrapped in swaddling clothes, brought into a world teeming with vibrant life. His father, Ser Piero, a respected notary, was a man of letters and law, his life a quiet rhythm of documents and decisions. But Leonardo's mother, Caterina, a peasant woman, brought something else to the scene, a deep connection to the earth, to the simple beauty of the landscape. Though their marriage wasn't recognized by the church, Leonardo was a cherished son, and he spent his early years amidst the familiar sights and sounds of the countryside. Picture him, a toddler, stumbling through fields of sunflowers taller than himself, their faces turning to follow the sun. He'd chase butterflies with a wide, delighted grin, their wings a flash of iridescent color against the green. The hills, soft and rounded, were his playground, their slopes perfect for rolling down, feeling the cool earth beneath him. He would spend hours watching the changing light on the Arno River, its waters reflecting the sky like a liquid mirror, shimmering with countless possibilities. Ser Piero, noticing his son's unusual fascination with the world, encouraged his explorations. He wasn't a child who enjoyed formal lessons. Books held less interest than the intricate patterns of a spider's web or the way water carved its path through the stone. He'd sit for hours sketching the details of plants, birds, and insects, his charcoal capturing their essence with remarkable accuracy. These weren't just simple drawings, they were acts of deep observation, a child's way of deciphering the mysteries of nature. The countryside wasn't just a place of beauty, it was a teacher. The changing seasons, the delicate dance of the wind through the olive groves, the industrious activity of the ants, all these became part of Leonardo's growing understanding of the world. He learned about the cycles of life and death, the power of nature's forces, the hidden patterns that governed everything around him. Evenings were often spent beside his grandfather, listening to stories of local lore, of mythical creatures and ancient legends. As he grew older, the nearby workshops became another source of fascination. The rhythmic clang of the blacksmith's hammer, the careful strokes of the carpenter's plane, the earthy scent of freshly turned soil from the potter's wheel, all were sensory experiences that enriched his developing mind. He observed the artisans at work, their hands moving with practiced skill, transforming raw materials into objects of beauty and function. He yearned to create, to shape the world in his own way, to translate the beauty he saw into tangible forms. The Tuscan countryside, it wasn't merely a backdrop to Leonardo's childhood, it was the very foundation of his genius, a source of unending inspiration that would shape his extraordinary life and legacy. Let the gentle sounds of the countryside lull you now, as you drift off to sleep, dreaming of sunflowers and the murmur of the Arno. Imagine the quiet hum of the workshop, the gentle strokes of the brush, as Leonardo learned from the esteemed Andrea del Verrocchio. The air, thick with the scent of linseed oil and ground pigments, held a comforting stillness, broken only by the soft scrape of tools against wood, or the rhythmic tap-tap-tap of a hammer. Sunlight streamed through the high arched windows, illuminating motes of dust dancing in the golden beams. This was Leonardo's world, a world of creation and careful observation, where the clamor of Florence faded into a distant murmur. He was a young man then, perhaps 15, his eyes already alight with an insatiable curiosity. Verrocchio, his master, was a man of considerable renown, a sculptor, painter, and goldsmith of exceptional skill. But his teaching wasn't about strict rules and rigid methods. It was about understanding the world, about seeing the underlying structure of things, the delicate balance of light and shadow, the subtle curves of a human form. Leonardo, ever eager, would spend hours observing. He watched Verrocchio's hands, strong and deft, shaping clay into lifelike forms. He learned the precise measurements, the careful placement of each line, the patient building of detail upon detail. He saw how Verrocchio would study a face, not just its surface features, but the way the light played upon it, revealing the character within. He learned to mix pigments, to create subtle gradations of color, to capture the soft glow of flesh, the gleam of metal, the sheen of polished stone. One day he might be carefully grinding pigments, the fine dust settling softly on the workbench. Another, he might be assisting with a bronze casting, watching the molten metal flow, mesmerized by its fiery transformation. Or perhaps he would be sketching, filling notebooks with endless studies of anatomy, landscapes, and machines, each line a testament to his unyielding curiosity. The workshop wasn't just a place of instruction, it was a community of artists. Apprentices worked alongside each other, sharing knowledge and techniques. The air buzzed with a collaborative energy, a shared passion for creation. Friendly banter, the quiet rustle of canvases, the low hum of conversation, all blended into the soothing rhythm of the day. Leonardo, with his sharp intellect and insatiable thirst for knowledge, quickly became a valued member of this vibrant community. He was given small tasks at first, preparing canvases, grinding pigments, cleaning brushes. But as his skill grew, Verrocchio entrusted him with more responsibility, allowing him to contribute to larger works. He might be given the task of painting a detail in a larger piece, perhaps a landscape or the folds of a robe. Verrocchio would watch him, offering gentle guidance, correcting mistakes with patient precision. He wouldn't simply tell Leonardo what to do, but would instead encourage him to find his own solutions, to develop his own artistic voice. Evenings often found them discussing art, philosophy, and the nature of the world. Verrocchio, a worldly and insightful man, would share his knowledge, fueling Leonardo's ever-growing curiosity. These quiet conversations, shared amidst the lingering scent of oil paints and the soft glow of candlelight, formed the bedrock of Leonardo's education. And, in the heart of that Florence workshop, nestled amongst the sounds of creation, a true master was being quietly molded, a genius patiently unfolding. The steady rhythm of the workshop, a gentle lullaby for the budding artist, slowly ushered Leonardo into the world of artistic mastery. The Annunciation. Imagine, if you will, a quiet room bathed in the softest light, the kind that filters through a stained glass window on a tranquil morning. This isn't a harsh, glaring light, mind you, but a gentle illumination, a pale gold kissed with hints of rose and blue. It's the kind of light that soothes the soul and eases the worries of the day. In this peaceful space, we find Mary, her figure delicate as a willow branch swaying in a summer breeze. She is not caught in a moment of frantic action, but in a state of quiet contemplation, a gentle pause before a life-altering event. Her hands, slender and elegant, are clasped together in her lap, a posture of both humility and receptiveness. Her gaze is not fixed on anything in particular, but rather seems to drift inward, as if she is listening to a whisper only she can hear. The artist, whoever they may be, has captured this inner stillness with remarkable skill, a stillness that invites you to breathe deeply and let go of your own anxieties. The angel Gabriel, his wings a soft, ethereal blur of muted colors, stands before her. He is not a dramatic figure, his movements restrained, almost hesitant. There's no booming proclamation here, just a gentle presence, an offering of peace. His pose is one of respectful deference, understanding the gravity of the message he bears, yet conveying it with the utmost care. He doesn't intrude upon her space, but rather waits patiently, his presence a subtle addition to the quiet beauty of the room. Notice the details, the subtle folds of Mary's garment, a pale blue that echoes the gentle light filtering through the unseen window. The fabric seems almost to breathe, its texture soft and yielding, a visual echo of the peace that permeates the scene. The lilies, symbols of purity, are not flamboyant, but quietly elegant, their petals unfurling with delicate grace. They add a touch of gentle color to the overall palette, their scent, if you could imagine it, as delicate and calming as the scene itself. The room itself is simple, devoid of unnecessary clutter. There are no harsh lines or jarring colors, only gentle curves and soft hues that blend seamlessly together. The walls, perhaps a soft ivory or pale gray, recede into the background, allowing the figures of Mary and Gabriel to remain the central focus. The artist has masterfully created a space of tranquil contemplation, a visual sanctuary where the viewer can find solace and peace. Let your eyes wander over the scene once more, allowing the soft colors and graceful lines to wash over you. Notice the gentle curve of Mary's neck, the subtle tilt of Gabriel's head, the way the light seems to caress their forms. There's a sense of quiet dignity in this masterpiece, a calmness that invites you to slow your breathing and let go of your thoughts. Breathe in the soft, imaginary scent of lilies and the faint, imagined glow of the ethereal light. Let the gentle scene lull you into a state of peaceful slumber. The quiet figures of Mary and Gabriel are keeping watch, their stillness a gentle invitation to rest. Let the serenity of this composition settle over you, calming your mind and body, preparing you for a peaceful night's sleep. Let the soft light and gentle forms lull you into a deep and restful sleep. Sleep now. Sleep well. Imagine, if you will, a painting. Not a finished, polished masterpiece, but a work in progress, a whisper of a story unfolding on canvas. It's called The Adoration of the Magi, and it's a captivating mystery, a serene scene frozen just before its final breath. You see the figures, softly sketched, their forms emerging from the muted colors like dreams from a slumbering mind. The central figure, of course, is the Christ child, nestled gently in the Virgin Mary's arms. He's almost ethereal, a hint of light in the dim glow of the stable. The Magi themselves are a study in gentle devotion. Their robes, not yet fully rendered, hint at rich textures and opulent fabrics, the colors still soft, almost undecided. You can almost feel the weight of their long journeys, the miles traversed, the stars followed. Their faces, still partially obscured by the artist's careful brushstrokes, hold a quiet reverence. They are not kneeling in a dramatic flourish, but in a calm, almost meditative posture, their gestures subtle expressions of awe. Their gifts, hinted at rather than explicitly shown, feel more like offerings from the heart than simply precious objects. The stable itself is a haven of peace. The animals, barely more than suggestions, are quiet companions in this sacred space. No harsh lines define them, only soft washes of color that suggest the gentle breath of oxen and the soft wool of a sheep. The setting doesn't clamor for attention. It's a humble shelter, bathed in the soft glow of an almost unseen light, creating an atmosphere of quiet expectancy. Notice how the light itself seems to be a character in this unfinished narrative. It's not a harsh, direct light, but a diffuse, gentle glow that seems to emanate from within the scene. It softly illuminates the figures, highlighting their quiet reverence, while leaving much of the background shrouded in a peaceful darkness. It's this soft light, this subtle play of shadow and illumination, that creates such a feeling of calm contemplation. You could easily lose yourself in it, letting its gentle radiance wash over you, soothing your mind, calming your thoughts. The background is as intriguing as the figures in the foreground. It's not a fully realized landscape, but a suggestion of distant hills, hinted in shades of gray and blue. It's as if the artist wished to focus our attention on the intimate scene before us, letting the vastness of the world fade into a peaceful obscurity. This creates a sense of intimacy, a feeling that you are a silent observer, privileged to witness this holy moment. There's an unfinished quality, yes, but it's not a flaw. It's a part of the painting's quiet beauty, a subtle invitation to participate in the creation, to fill in the spaces with your own imagination. The adoration of the Magi is not merely a depiction of a religious scene, it's an invitation to quiet contemplation. It whispers of a timeless mystery, a gentle peace, the soft hush of a holy night. As you drift off to sleep, let its serene mystery transport you to a place of quiet contemplation. Let its soft colors and gentle lines soothe your mind and calm your soul, allowing you to rest peacefully in its unfinished yet captivating embrace. Let the mystery of the unfinished painting become the gentle mystery of your dreams. Close your eyes now, and let your breath slow, deep, and even. Imagine yourself transported back in time to a warm spring evening in 15th century Milan. The air is still, carrying the faint scent of lilies and perhaps a hint of wood smoke from nearby homes. You're in a long, high-ceilinged room, the walls softened by the fading light of the setting sun. It's a simple room, yet somehow grand. The air hums with a quiet expectancy. This is the refectory of the convent of Santa Maria delle Grazie, and you are a silent observer, a ghost in the shadows. Before you, stretched across one entire wall, is a fresco, a painting made directly onto the plaster. It's Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper. You'll see it not as a flat image, but as a living scene. Notice the table, long and dark, polished to a gentle sheen. 12 men are seated around it, their faces etched with a complex mix of emotions, their postures shifting in a quiet dance of tension and uncertainty. Their clothing, rich and varied, speaks of their different social standings. But tonight, those differences seem to pale in comparison to the gravity of the moment. At the center, Jesus, calm yet deeply troubled, sits with his hands outstretched. His gaze sweeps across the faces of his apostles, a mixture of sorrow and understanding in his eyes. Notice the way the light plays across his face, highlighting the subtle lines of worry etched into his brow, the faint shadow beneath his eyes. He's radiating a kind of quiet strength, an inner peace that contrasts beautifully with the turmoil around him. To his right, the apostles are clustered together, a wave of hushed whispers and worried glances passing between them. You can almost hear their hushed tones, the anxieties that twist and turn within them like currents in a dark stream. Their gestures are subtle, a hand raised in protest, a whispered conversation, a look of bewildered disbelief. On Jesus's left, a similar dynamic plays out, but with a different energy. There's a sense of dawning realization, a painful recognition of what is to come. Judas, betrayed and despairing, sits apart, his face cast in shadow, his posture withdrawn. He's not merely a villain, but a man grappling with his own inner conflict, his shame and regret evident in his hunched shoulders and downcast gaze. Even in this moment of profound sorrow, there's a profound humanity to his portrayal. The overall feeling is one of dramatic intensity, yet strangely serene. The colors, muted yet vibrant, blend seamlessly, creating a sense of both intimacy and vastness. Let the scene unfold before you, slowly, gently. Allow yourself to feel the weight of this pivotal moment, the emotional depth of the relationships portrayed, the sense of impending doom and unwavering love. Feel the quiet, the stillness, the unspoken words hanging in the air. Breathe deeply and let the peace of the evening wash over you as you drift into a restful sleep. Imagine yourself standing before the Mona Lisa. Not in the crowded Louvre, no, but in a quiet, softly lit room, just you and her. The air is still, the only sound a gentle hum, perhaps the faintest whisper of the air conditioning. You gaze at her, at the subtle play of light and shadow on her face, a masterpiece of sfumato, Leonardo da Vinci's signature technique. It's a blurring, a softening of lines, a dreamy haze that seems to melt the edges of her form, making her almost ethereal. Notice the way the light catches the high points of her cheekbones, the delicate curve of her nose, the gentle slope of her chin. Her eyes, dark and knowing, seem to hold a universe of secrets, a lifetime of experiences whispered only to the canvas. They don't stare directly at you, not quite. They look slightly off to the side, inviting you to explore the mystery they contain, but without demanding an answer. And then there's the smile, the Mona Lisa's smile. It's the heart of the painting, isn't it? A whisper of amusement, perhaps, or a hint of melancholy. Is she amused by some private joke, a fleeting thought only she understands? Or is there a deeper sadness lurking beneath the surface, a hint of longing or a quiet resignation to the passage of time? It changes depending on your perspective, your mood, the way the light falls upon her face. It's that ambiguity that makes the smile so captivating, so endlessly fascinating. It's a smile that invites interpretation, that encourages you to project your own thoughts and feelings onto it. It's a mirror, reflecting not just the artist's skill, but your own inner world. And tonight, as you look upon her, that world is calm, peaceful, and still. Feel the soft sfumato technique washing over you, softening the edges of your own thoughts and anxieties. The gentle blending of colors, the subtle shifts in tone, they lull your mind into a state of quiet contemplation. The lines between reality and dream begin to blur, just as they do in the painting itself. Let the mystery of her smile unfold slowly within you, like a secret revealed in hushed tones. Don't try to solve it. Don't try to understand it completely. Simply appreciate its enigmatic beauty, its power to stir your imagination and soothe your soul. Let the subtle gradations of light and shadow lull your senses, guiding your thoughts towards a peaceful slumber. Her expression is serene, almost timeless. She seems untouched by the rush and clamor of the world outside. In her quiet presence, you too find a sense of stillness, a refuge from the worries and anxieties that might be occupying your mind. Let them drift away now, carried on the gentle breeze of her enigmatic smile. The shadows deepen around her form, mirroring the quiet darkness that settles over your eyelids. Her smile remains, a constant and comforting presence, a soft light guiding you towards the peaceful oblivion of sleep. Breathe deeply, feel the tension leave your body, and let the Mona Lisa's enigmatic smile be your lullaby. Sleep now and dream sweet dreams. Imagine yourself stepping back in time to a world of quill pens and parchment, where a single mind blazed with a brilliance that still illuminates our own. We're nestled comfortably in the Renaissance, the air thick with the scent of wood smoke and beeswax, and we're focusing on one remarkable individual, Leonardo da Vinci. Tonight, as you drift toward sleep, let's gently explore the world that unfolded within Leonardo's mind, a world where art and science intertwined, where the human body held as many secrets as the vast, unknowable universe. Close your eyes and picture his workshop, a haven of creativity and curiosity. His anatomical drawings. Think of the meticulous detail, the careful observation of the human form. He wasn't content with simply sketching the surface. He yearned to understand the intricate workings beneath the skin. He dissected human bodies, carefully studying muscles, bones, and organs, capturing their complexity with a precision that was unparalleled for his time. See the delicate tracery of a nerve, the powerful sweep of a muscle, the intricate network of blood vessels, all rendered with such careful artistry. These weren't just scientific records, they were works of art in themselves, each line a testament to his unwavering dedication to understanding the human machine. Feel the soft weight of the parchment, the faint scent of the inks he used, as your eyelids grow heavy. He wasn't just interested in the body's internal workings. His artistic genius allowed him to depict the human form with an unprecedented level of realism. Imagine the subtle play of light and shadow on the contours of the face, the delicate curve of the spine, the strength and grace of the limbs, all brought to life with breathtaking accuracy. He explored the subtle nuances of human anatomy, forever changing the way artists would depict the human form. Let these images soothe you, their detailed perfection a gentle lullaby. But Leonardo's brilliance extended far beyond the human body. He was a visionary engineer, centuries ahead of his time. Think of his sketches. Flying machines, intricate clockwork devices, ingenious canal systems, all bursting with a boundless creativity. Imagine the whirring of gears, the flapping of wings, the steady flow of water guided by his ingenious designs. Let the images of these inventive mechanisms calm and quiet your mind as your breath slows and deepens. Picture his sketches for flying machines, intricate designs of wings and gears, meticulously drawn, and yet so impossibly ahead of their time. Feel the quiet hum of his imagined contraptions in your mind, a quiet whisper of future possibility.
His designs for bridges, for canals, for military fortifications, all testament to a mind that saw solutions where others saw only problems. Let the complexity of his engineering marvels fade into the background of your consciousness as your mind drifts peacefully. His notebooks are filled with these incredible inventions. They are a testament to his restless curiosity, his unwavering desire to understand the world around him and to improve it. Each page is a window into a brilliant and endlessly inventive mind, a comforting thought as your body relaxes and your thoughts slow. Let the quiet elegance of Leonardo's anatomical drawings and the quiet hum of his mechanical inventions lull you into a peaceful sleep. Breathe deeply, release your tensions, and allow yourself to drift into the quiet embrace of slumber. Good night.
Imagine, if you will, the gentle whirring of Leonardo da Vinci's imagined flying machines. Close your eyes and picture the Tuscan countryside bathed in the warm glow of a setting sun. The air is still, except for the soft whisper of the wind through the cypress trees. Leonardo, a master of observation, a student of nature's own designs, sits sketching in his notebook. Not portraits of noblemen, not anatomical studies, but something far more audacious, the blueprints for flight. He's not thinking of rockets or jet engines, not of the complexities of modern aeronautics. His vision is simpler, more organic, echoing the effortless grace of birds soaring on the thermal currents. Picture his sketches, intricate diagrams of wings, mimicking the elegant curves of a falcon's pinions. He meticulously details the structure, the feather-like surfaces, considering the lift, the drag, the subtle adjustments needed to navigate the currents of the air. His ornithopter, for instance, a machine designed to mimic the beating wings of a bird. Imagine the rhythmic flapping, the delicate dance of gears and levers, the carefully calculated balance needed to propel this contraption upwards. It is a machine of wood and leather, of carefully crafted joints and precisely placed counterweights, a testament to Leonardo's unwavering attention to detail. The whirring is almost imperceptible at first, a soft hum growing gradually louder as the wings gain momentum, a sound like a dragonfly's flight magnified, a symphony of carefully orchestrated movement. Then there's the aerial screw, a precursor to the helicopter, a spinning helix designed to lift a person skyward. This one is less about flapping wings, more about the force of rotating blades pushing against the air. Imagine the subtle whirring of the central shaft, the controlled rotation of the massive screw, and the steady, almost hypnotic lift it provides, as if a slow-turning spiral staircase was ascending into the heavens. The sound is a different kind of whirring, deeper and more resonant, a constant hum that blends with the evening breeze, a sound that speaks of dreams and daring innovation. You can almost feel the weight of the wood, the smooth grain beneath your fingertips as you trace the lines of his sketches in your mind. Leonardo's machines were ahead of their time, hampered by the limitations of the materials and technology available to him. But the spirit of innovation, the sheer audacity of his vision remains breathtaking. These weren't just drawings, they were a testament to the boundless human capacity to dream, to envision a world where the sky was not a limit, but a vast canvas ready to be explored. His designs, even in their incompletion, speak of a quiet determination, a persistent pursuit of the seemingly impossible. Imagine him, lost in contemplation, the fading light casting long shadows across his workshop, the gentle whirring of his imagined machines, a lullaby in the stillness of the Tuscan night. Let the sound of his inventions lull you to sleep, a gentle reminder of the boundless creativity of the human spirit, a whisper of dreams taking flight. Let the peaceful whirring of these imaginary contraptions carry you away and drift off to a peaceful slumber. Now, as the evening settles, let's drift gently towards the world of Leonardo da Vinci, a mind as vast and intricate as the night sky itself. We'll explore his work, focusing not on the clash of arms, but on the sheer brilliance of his inventions, the quiet ingenuity that hummed beneath the surface of conflict. Imagine, if you will, the hushed hum of a workshop, the scent of oiled wood and parchment, the gentle scrape of a tool against metal. This is where Leonardo's creations took shape. He envisioned war machines unlike any the world had seen, born not of bloodlust, but of a restless curiosity. Think of the giant crossbow, its size alone a testament to the scale of his ambition. Its construction, a marvel of engineering, demanded precision and patience. The careful fitting of each component a meditation in itself. Picture the slow, deliberate winding of the mechanism, a quiet symphony of gears and levers. The building tension, a quiet anticipation rather than a violent threat. Each carefully crafted piece a testament to the hours spent perfecting its design, a reflection of the creator's dedication rather than the weapon's destructive power. Then there were the armored vehicles, precursors to the tanks of later centuries. Envision their ponderous weight, their sturdy instruction, the carefully designed wheels designed to traverse difficult terrain. He didn't just sketch them. He calculated, he measured, he considered every nuance of weight distribution, of structural integrity. The sheer thought and effort devoted to these designs is a testament to his relentless pursuit of perfection, a calming rhythm of calculated movements. And his fortifications, ingenious designs meant to protect, to deflect, to absorb the impact of war. Picture the towering walls, their intricate angles meticulously plotted to repel attackers. Their design a testament to a quiet strategy, a thoughtful defense. Not the fury of battle, but the calm calculation of a mind dedicated to resilience and security. He meticulously sketched bastions and moats, not for the sake of destruction, but for the protection of those within. Imagine the slow, steady construction, each stone placed with care, each wall a silent guardian against the chaos of war. Consider the ingenious mechanisms he designed for these fortifications, the hidden passages, the clever traps, the intricate systems of defense. These weren't instruments of cruelty, but intricate puzzles of engineering, solutions to strategic challenges, a manifestation of his understanding of physics and human behavior. These were expressions of his intellect, of his unwavering dedication to problem solving, a meditation in wood and metal. Let the image of these inventions, intricate, precise, and carefully crafted, soothe you. Let the quiet hum of Leonardo's workshop lull you into a peaceful sleep. His legacy isn't just one of war machines, but of human ingenuity, of tireless effort, of a mind captivated by the beauty of design and the possibilities of engineering. Let these thoughts drift through your mind as you gently drift off to sleep. Imagine yourself drifting along a gentle river, the current a soft whisper against the hull of a small boat. The sun dips low, casting long shadows across the water, painting the sky in hues of apricot and rose. As you glide, your eyes are drawn to the banks, to structures unlike any you've ever seen, yet somehow familiar, like a half-remembered dream. These are the cities of tomorrow, born from the fertile imagination of Leonardo da Vinci, a master whose mind soared beyond the limitations of his time. His sketches, elegant lines dancing across aged parchment, show us bridges that seem to defy gravity. Arches rise in graceful sweeps, not merely connecting two points, but forming a seamless, harmonious whole. They're not simply utilitarian, they are works of art, as much a pleasure to the eye as they are a practical necessity. Picture yourself strolling across one such bridge, the cool stone beneath your feet, the gentle sway a lullaby. The river below flows silently, reflecting the city's lights like a constellation in miniature. The cities themselves are a marvel. Buildings rise in tiers, following the contours of the land, nestled amongst verdant hills and sparkling waterways. There's a lightness to their design, a sense of openness, far removed from the cramped and cluttered streets of many present-day cities. Canals wind their way through the heart of the urban landscape, carrying small boats laden with goods and passengers, a peaceful counterpoint to the bustle of life. Imagine the gentle lapping of water against the stone embankments, a soothing rhythm accompanying your evening stroll. Da Vinci's vision extends to the smallest detail. He envisioned ingenious systems of pulleys and levers, cleverly concealed within the architecture, seamlessly integrating technology with nature. Think of sunlight filtering through carefully designed openings, warming the buildings and illuminating the interiors. Imagine the gentle hum of machinery, a subtle background to the sounds of daily life, never intrusive, always harmonious. His designs showcase a deep understanding of nature's rhythms. The buildings appear to grow organically from the landscape, mirroring the curves of hills and the flow of water. They are not imposing structures, but rather extensions of nature itself, inviting you to live in balance with your surroundings. You can almost feel the soft breeze rustling through the leaves of the trees that grow alongside the buildings, their branches intertwined with the elegant lines of the architecture. Even the defensive structures, when present, are imbued with a sense of elegance. Walls don't simply stand as barriers, but as graceful elements within the cityscape, incorporating elements of nature into their design. They are not symbols of aggression, but testaments to careful planning and intelligent design, always mindful of beauty and practicality. Perhaps you can envision yourself walking along such a wall, enjoying the view of the city sprawling before you, a safe and beautiful haven. As the night deepens, imagine the soft glow of lamps emanating from these graceful structures, casting a warm, inviting light over the tranquil canals. The city sleeps, cradled in the gentle embrace of the night, the sounds of the city subdued to a gentle murmur, a comforting lullaby. Let the elegant lines of Leonardo's architectural drawings lull you into a tranquil state, as you drift off to sleep, dreaming of cities where beauty and functionality coexist in perfect harmony. Imagine yourself nestled comfortably, the weight of the day gently melting away. Let's drift together tonight to a time long past, to the Renaissance, a period brimming with artistic brilliance and intellectual curiosity. We'll contemplate a single image, a drawing so profound it continues to resonate through the centuries. Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man. Picture it now. A simple sketch. A man within a circle, then a square. His arms and legs are outstretched, mirroring the perfect geometry surrounding him. This isn't just any man. This is the ideal, the harmonious proportion of the human form as envisioned by one of history's greatest minds. Da Vinci wasn't just painting pretty pictures. He was a scientist, an engineer, an architect, a man obsessed with understanding the mechanics and beauty of the world. And the Vitruvian Man is the perfect distillation of his inquiries. He based his drawing on the writings of the Roman architect Vitruvius, who centuries earlier had described the ideal human proportions. Vitruvius believed that the human body held the key to understanding the universe, a microcosm reflecting the macrocosm. He saw mathematical harmony in the human form, believing that certain ratios, like the golden ratio, were present in both human anatomy and the most beautiful works of architecture. Da Vinci took this idea and brought it to life. He meticulously studied the human body, dissecting corpses to understand its inner workings, sketching countless anatomical studies. His understanding of the musculature, the skeletal structure, informed his depiction of the ideal man within the circle and square. The circle, symbolic of the heavens, the celestial, encompasses the outstretched limbs, suggesting the perfect reach of humanity towards the cosmos. The square, grounded and earthly, represents the human connection to the physical world, the stability and strength of our form. Notice how perfectly balanced the figure is. The navel acts as the central point, perfectly dividing the body. The span of the outstretched arms equals the height of the man, and his height relates to his other dimensions in a series of precise mathematical ratios. Each limb, each joint, each curve is carefully placed, a testament to Da Vinci's dedication to precision and accuracy. It's a blueprint of beauty, a visual representation of the perfect balance between spirit and matter. But it's more than just anatomical perfection. The Vitruvian Man is a symbol of the Renaissance itself, a time of rebirth and renewed interest in classical learning. It represents the human potential for achievement, for understanding the mysteries of the universe through observation and reason. It whispers of the connection between art and science, between beauty and truth. So, as you drift toward sleep, let the image of the Vitruvian Man settle into your mind. Let its harmonious proportions soothe you, its balanced geometry calm your racing thoughts. Let it remind you of the inherent beauty and complexity within yourself, the perfect balance that exists within us all. Let the gentle rhythm of these words guide you to a peaceful and restful slumber. Good night. The chill of a Milanese autumn settled over Leonardo. He was older now, the fire in his eyes a gentler glow, reflecting the fading light of the day. His studio, a quiet haven tucked away from the bustling city, held the scent of drying pigments and the soft whisper of aged parchment. He'd spent years here, amongst his sketches and half-finished masterpieces, the echoes of his earlier ambition replaced by a tranquil acceptance. The vibrant colors of his youth were now muted, like a well-loved tapestry, each thread telling a story of time past. He would sit for hours, a single candle illuminating his work, its flickering flame mirroring the quiet contemplations within his heart. The city outside, with its lively markets and hurried footsteps, felt distant, a gentle hum rather than a clamor. He preferred the company of his thoughts, the slow, deliberate strokes of his brush, a soothing rhythm in the stillness of the evening. His travels to Rome had been a different experience. The grandeur of the city, its historical weight, felt both inspiring and overwhelming. He found himself drawn to the ancient ruins, imagining the lives lived within those crumbling walls. The sun beat down on the Roman stones, a warmth that soothed his aging body. But Rome's energy, its constant striving, proved too much. He preferred the quiet corners, the secluded gardens where he could sketch the delicate play of light on the leaves, the gentle sway of the cypress trees. The Vatican's bustle felt far away, a distant echo, as he found solace in the simplicity of nature's artistry. He would spend days lost in the details, finding a peace in his observations that eluded him amidst the city's clamor. Eventually, a new chapter beckoned, a journey westward across the Alps. France, a land of different skies and a different pace. King Francis I welcomed him, offering him the sanctuary of his court at Amboise. The Loire Valley, with its rolling hills and serene chateaux, provided a beautiful contrast to the bustling Italian cities. Here, the pace of life slowed further. The chateau gardens became his new studio, their manicured lawns and carefully placed fountains a source of inspiration. He wandered amongst the flowers, sketching their intricate petals, the subtle variations in their hues. Evenings were spent in the quiet company of the king, sharing stories under the soft glow of a fireplace, the crackling wood a gentle counterpoint to their hushed conversations. The anxieties of his earlier years seemed to melt away in the gentle rhythm of his days. In these later years, the urgency of his youth had mellowed into a quiet contemplation. He found satisfaction not in the pursuit of endless projects, but in the simple act of creation, the pleasure of observing the world around him and sharing his vision through the delicate strokes of his brush. The sounds of the French countryside, the rustling of leaves, the distant song of birds, became the soundtrack to his final years, each note a gentle lullaby guiding him towards the peaceful twilight of his life. The world, once a canvas of boundless ambition, had become a serene landscape painted with the soft hues of contentment and acceptance. And in that quiet contentment he found a deeper beauty, a profound peace that echoed the timeless serenity of the French countryside and the gentle whisper of the ages.
As the firelight flickers and the world outside grows still, let us consider the quiet, persistent legacy of Leonardo da Vinci. His life, a whirlwind of invention and artistic exploration, feels distant now, yet its echoes resonate through the centuries. Imagine, if you will, the hushed reverence in a Renaissance workshop, the scent of oil paints and the soft scrape of charcoal on paper. That's where his story begins, a story woven into the very fabric of our understanding of art and science. His paintings, of course, are instantly recognizable. The Mona Lisa, her enigmatic smile a whispered secret across time. The Last Supper, a frozen moment of human drama, etched onto the wall with such precision and emotional depth. These are not just pretty pictures, they are studies in perspective, in light and shadow, in the subtle gradations of human emotion. He pioneered techniques, experimented with materials, pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible, leaving a legacy of innovation that artists still grapple with today. Feel the weight of that history, the slow, deliberate strokes of his brush, the careful planning of his compositions, all contributing to a legacy that's both breathtaking and inspiring. But Leonardo's genius extended far beyond the canvas. He was a tireless inventor, a curious mind forever seeking understanding. His notebooks, filled with sketches and diagrams, reveal a man fascinated by the workings of the natural world, the flight of birds, the flow of water, the human anatomy. He dissected cadavers, meticulously recording his observations, creating anatomical drawings of unparalleled accuracy. Imagine him, hunched over his work, the faint light illuminating the intricate details of a human heart, the delicate network of veins and arteries. His anatomical studies were centuries ahead of their time, providing a foundational understanding of the human body that continues to inform medical science. He designed flying machines centuries before powered flight became a reality. His sketches of helicopters and parachutes might seem fanciful now, but they represent the boundless curiosity of his mind, his relentless pursuit of knowledge, his belief in the power of human ingenuity. Picture him, lost in thought, sketching intricate gears and levers, dreaming of defying gravity, of soaring through the air like a bird. The quiet hum of his inventions, imagined, resonates still. His understanding of hydraulics, of engineering, of mechanics, all contributed to a body of work that shaped the future. He studied the movement of water, its force and its beauty, his detailed observations influencing everything from irrigation systems to architectural design. He was a true polymath, a master of many disciplines, bridging the gap between art and science in a way that few have ever matched. Let the quiet hum of his inventions settle upon you, a reminder of his boundless curiosity. Think of all the countless artists and scientists who have been inspired by his work, who have built upon his foundations, who continue to explore the questions he first posed. His legacy is not just a collection of paintings and inventions, it is a testament to the power of human curiosity, the relentless pursuit of knowledge, and the enduring beauty of creativity. And as you drift off to sleep, let the weight of his accomplishments settle gently over you, a quiet tribute to a truly remarkable mind.
Imagine the quiet rustle of pages as we explore some of the fascinating entries from the Codex Arundel, a window into Leonardo's brilliant mind. This collection, a jumble of notes and sketches bound together centuries ago, whispers secrets of a restless intellect. Let your mind drift as we delve into its depths. Here, penned in Leonardo's characteristic mirror writing, is a study of the flight of birds. Not just a simple drawing, but a series of careful observations. The angle of a wing, the power in a downward stroke, the way a bird uses the wind to its advantage. You can almost feel the air currents as you trace the lines with your eyes, the feather strokes light and precise. He wasn't just drawing what he saw, he was trying to understand the very mechanics of flight. Turn the page, and we find a different world entirely. This time, it's a detailed diagram of a canal system, water flowing gently, designed to irrigate fields and move goods. You can see the careful calculations along the graceful curves of the waterways, a testament to Leonardo's understanding of both engineering and the beauty of nature working together. Further on, a curious observation on the nature of light and shadow. He's exploring how light interacts with surfaces, its subtle shifts across different textures. A simple sketch of a sphere, yet it embodies the complexities of a world revealed through careful observation and thoughtful analysis. Let those delicate lines soothe you into a deeper state of relaxation. Perhaps you notice a sudden shift to something entirely different. A brief anatomical sketch, a delicate rendering of a human hand. The joints subtly articulated, the bones and tendons suggested with the lightest of touches. It's a reminder of Leonardo's insatiable curiosity, his desire to understand the human form as intricately as he understood the flight of a bird or the flow of water. And there, nestled between notes on warfare and reflections on the nature of time, you'll find a poetic passage, a lyrical musing on the fleeting nature of beauty. Words written in his elegant script, reflecting the same creative energy he poured into his drawings. These moments remind us that the great genius was also a sensitive soul, deeply aware of the world's intricate tapestry. Now, a page filled with designs for flying machines, not just fanciful drawings, but ingenious mechanisms, complex gears and levers, all striving to conquer gravity. You feel a strange mix of awe and quiet wonder, imagining the restless mind that envisioned these impossible dreams. Let the intricate details fade into the background, replaced by a sense of peaceful curiosity. This is the Codex Arundel, a universe contained within the covers of a single book. It is a testament to the human capacity for both artistic expression and scientific curiosity. Allow yourself to drift further into slumber, carrying with you the gentle whisper of Leonardo's legacy, his boundless imagination resting quietly alongside your own. Rest now, and let the quiet rustle of those ancient pages lull you into a deep, restful sleep. The year is 1519. A chill wind whispers through the French countryside, carrying the scent of damp earth and wood smoke. In a quiet chateau, nestled amongst the rolling hills of the Loire Valley, a man lies asleep. His name, of course, is Leonardo da Vinci. His mind, even in slumber, is a whirlwind of ideas, half-formed inventions, and breathtaking landscapes. He dreams, perhaps, of flying machines, intricate sketches of flapping wings and soaring contraptions, born from a lifetime's fascination with the secrets of flight. Or maybe his dreams are filled with the swirling patterns of water, the gentle caress of the Arno River on the Florentine bridges he once knew so well. He sees the faces of his patrons, the Medici family, their expressions shifting from satisfaction to curiosity as he unveils another masterpiece. Leonardo's life, a tapestry woven from genius and enigma, unfolds slowly in the quiet chambers of your mind. He was a painter, a sculptor, an architect, an inventor, a scientist, a musician, a man who seemed to possess a boundless curiosity, a thirst for knowledge that quenched itself only in the pursuit of more. His notebooks, filled with meticulous drawings and cryptic writings, are a testament to a mind that never rested, a spirit always seeking to unravel the mysteries of the universe. Think of the Mona Lisa, her enigmatic smile a whispered secret passed down through the centuries. Imagine the detail in his anatomical drawings, the precision of his observations about the human body, centuries ahead of their time. Consider the sheer audacity of his inventions, machines that seem to belong to a future yet to be born. But even Leonardo, with all his brilliance, left questions unanswered.
So many projects remained unfinished, sketches never fully realized, ideas trapped within the cryptic notations of his journals. The sheer volume of his work, the breadth of his intellectual curiosity, feels almost overwhelming. How could one man achieve so much, yet still leave so much undone? It's a question that has intrigued scholars for centuries, a testament to the enduring mystery of the man himself. Perhaps the incompleteness of his work is part of his legacy, a gentle reminder that the pursuit of knowledge is a journey, not a destination. There is always more to learn, more to explore, more to understand. And in the quiet space between the finished and the unfinished, a profound beauty resides. Let the unfinished canvases and the unanswered questions settle gently into your thoughts, a soft, reassuring blanket of mystery. Feel the slow, steady rhythm of your breath, the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Let the image of Leonardo, his eyes closed in peaceful sleep, drift into your own slumber. The secrets of his life, his genius, his unfinished works will keep you company as you drift away into the quiet darkness of night, carried on the wings of his dreams. Sleep now, and let the enigma of Leonardo da Vinci linger in your thoughts, gently guiding you toward peaceful slumber.
As the sun dips below the Tuscan horizon, painting the sky in hues of soft orange and gentle lavender, we too draw our journey to a close. Imagine yourself transported back to the heart of Renaissance Florence, the air alive with the scent of cypress and sun-baked earth. The city rests, a gentle hum replacing the day's bustle. The Arno River, a ribbon of silver, flows silently past the Ponte Vecchio, its ancient stones whispering stories of centuries past. Leonardo da Vinci, his day's work complete, sits by a window in his studio. The flickering candlelight dances on his sketches, illuminating the delicate curves of a human form, the intricate details of a fantastical machine, the subtle play of light and shadow on a landscape. He's tired, his mind still brimming with ideas, yet a peaceful contentment settles over him. He's witnessed the dawn of a new age, a time of extraordinary creativity and intellectual exploration. He's contributed his own brilliance to its tapestry, a thread woven with ingenuity, art, and tireless curiosity. Feel the calmness that descends upon the city. The sounds of the night, the chirping of crickets, the distant murmur of a nighttime conversation, the gentle lapping of water against the riverbanks, create a soothing symphony. It's a world untouched by the relentless pace of modern life, a world where time seems to slow, where the focus shifts inward towards the quiet contemplation of beauty and the mysteries of the universe. Close your eyes now and let Leonardo's spirit guide you. Picture yourself walking alongside him through the tranquil streets of Florence, the cool night air caressing your skin. You observe the stars, their light piercing the velvet darkness, just as they did in his time. The universe, vast and unknowable, inspires a sense of awe and wonder, a feeling that connects you to something larger than yourself. Imagine the gentle brush of his hand on a canvas, the precise movements that bring his visions to life. Feel the weight of his notebooks, filled with sketches, notes, and observations, a testament to his relentless pursuit of knowledge. He was a dreamer, a visionary, a man who dared to question, to explore, to invent. He sought to understand the world, not just to represent it, a pursuit that continues to inspire generations. Let the serenity of Leonardo's world wash over you.
Feel the slow, steady rhythm of your breath, the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Let the worries of the day melt away, replaced by a sense of peace and tranquility. The images of his art, his inventions, his world slowly fade into the comforting darkness. His legacy lives on, not just in his paintings and inventions, but also in the spirit of curiosity and innovation that he embodied. This spirit, a quiet fire burning within, is a gift he leaves us all. Let it inspire your dreams. Let it guide your thoughts as you drift off to sleep. Let the soft murmur of the Arno River lull you into a peaceful slumber. Sleep well and dream of Renaissance brilliance. Good night.